Good evening. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're all having a great afternoon and evening. Did want to get on here. I want to do your 10-day forecast. This I'm a day late. This would be from October 10th through October 20th, 2020. Hold on a minute. Can you be quiet? That's better. Anyway. Want to go over the forecast with you guys. Hi, Leslie. How are you? For October 10th through the 20th, I will get back on here for before Friday for your new moon in Libra forecast. Bring them on camera. My friend says, come on camera. Since you two kids are being so loud. Now they're all shy all of a sudden. So, in modern astrology, Mercury is going to be going retrograde on October 13th, but I have set up my software. The only thing I haven't had a chance to do is set up the new webcam that I have with a halo ring. I wasn't able to do that, so I'm recording them now on Facebook Live, and then I'll transfer them to YouTube. But in modern astrology, Mercury does go retrograde on October 13th, but in my method, it went retrograde as of October 8th. It goes direct. Let's see. Hold on. I didn't write when it ends. In modern astrology, technically, it is November 3rd. But in my method, it goes till about November 10th. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, about the October 9th, it will go direct. So, presidential election, you will not get the results that first night. It would be highly unlikely. With a Mercury in retrograde, there's going to be confusion, and there's going to be recounts, and all kinds of chaos is going to take place. Let's see. Anytime we're dealing with Mercury retrograde, we always have to deal with the past returning. So that means old friends come back into your life. Old lovers will come back into your life or give you a call. This also represents miscommunication and misunderstandings. And I always say when we're in a Mercury retrograde, please reread, and repeat and reread again, because Mercury retrograde doesn't just affect transportation and chain reaction accidents. It also affects our mental process. Mercury rules the mental process. The 12th house is the subconscious mind. The next 14 days for us will be interesting. Yes, it's we ain't seen nothing yet. Who am I fooling? I had this conversation when I went on here last week. I was talking about this, and we ain't seen nothing yet. I mean, it's just when I think I can't be shocked, I'm shocked again. It's never ending. Anyway, communication will be lacking, so make sure you repeat yourself. Make sure those lines of communication are there, because the energy at hand is there for us to miscommunicate and misunderstand. And this Mercury retrograde is in Scorpio. This is in the deadly sign of Scorpio. So, with that being said, this is going to be a very nasty election. A lot of backstabbing, a lot of horrible advertisements you'll see on TV, backstabbing each other. Anytime Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Scorpio, it takes on a discussion of darker things on a darker level. This is also where we can be incredibly sarcastic with our words and hurtful. it is very common. So best thing to do is really watch your tone. This is myself included because I am the queen of sarcasm. And so with it being in Mercury, I've got to watch myself as well. So be careful out there. Like I said, Mercury's in retrograde. You never want to buy a new car. You don't want to buy new appliances. You don't want to buy any kind of electronic equipment. Now, refurbished, fine. Used cars, fine. Refurbished computers, refurbished washer and dryers, things like that, not a problem. But anything brand new will not be blessed under these stars. If you have to travel, try and book your tickets after the 16th, after the 16th when the new moon goes into effect, but do expect delays. I never advise people to travel in a Mercury retrograde, but even myself will be traveling in November in a Mercury retrograde, and I have no choice. So book them in good stars and just hope for the best, but expect the worst. When you travel in a Mercury retrograde, you are going to travel and have delays. Your flight will be delayed. There'll be long lines. It's not going to be fun, but that's what happens with Mercury retrograde. And to top it off, we have a Plutonic energy phase coming for October 16th through the 20th. I threw in a couple of extra days because this is going to be an incredibly deadly window right here for a lot of people. And anytime we're dealing with Plutonic energy, we are dealing with the darker side of things. We're dealing with, like I said, sarcasm, not watching our tone, saying something at the wrong time and someone turns around and shoots you. That's the energy at hand. This is where the rapists, the murderers, the thieves come out of the sewer, as I call it. Check your bank accounts, because this is the energy where you can get your money stolen easy through cyber crimes. Russia, this is always for Russia. Russia is a Scorpio nation, so Russia always makes headlines in some way with this energy. But this energy also is about death, drama, chaos, destruction. And even though we're moving into a new moon, just because it's a new moon doesn't mean the world outside is hunky-dory and everything is grand. That is not the case, at least not here in the United States. I said last week on my show we were getting ready to go into a civil war, and someone came at me about 4 days ago and said, "Oh my God, you're right. Look what happened to the governor in Michigan." And I don't have any cable. I have no TV here. So it's been kind of nice being out of the loop. I kind of get my news every morning on my phone. All I have is internet, so I can DJ and bring these videos to you guys, but I seem to be doing just fine with Hulu and Netflix. I seem to be doing okay. If I get the Gaia channel, the Gaia channel, I'll probably never leave the damn house. With all the shows that are on there about aliens and UFOs and the supernatural. Never gonna leave the house if I get that. But yes, we will be in a Plutonic phase, so just be careful. Like I always say, you don't want to go into large crowds. You go into large crowds, you're going to pay the ultimate price. I don't have my moon phase book next to me, but last month there was a protest and some kid shot 2 protesters. I believe that was a Plutonic phase that happened. Anytime you're dealing with Plutonic phases, you are dealing with very negative energy in some ways. Now, in the realm of magic and witchcraft, all of us witches know that a Scorpio energy is very powerful for making magic. I really should have put my glasses on, Leslie. Yeah, you're the same. Me too. In the realm of witchcraft, though, this is a great time, to when moon's in Scorpio and the energy's in Scorpio, it's a great time to do magic for love and lust spells, spells for sexuality, but also spirit boards, divination, tarot, These are all blessed under scorpionic energy. So with this Plutonic energy coming, it's it's in a darker area now. It hits on the 16th, and we have the new moon on the 16th. The new moon hits, I believe, at 3:31 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Friday, October 16th. So this Plutonic energy, even though we're moving into a Libra new moon, Pluto's energy is still there. So you're going to see death, drama, and transformation in some way take place. So stay out of crowds. Stick with the tried and true. Go to your favorite restaurant. That's fine. But do not go anywhere unfamiliar. And if you are one of those people that dates, I would not go on a date with anyone in this phase. Just because you never know. This phase brings out the rapists. The ones that like to drug your drinks and things like that. So it's good to lay low from the 16th through the 20th, and sit back and watch the news. That should be entertaining. Now on Friday, October 16th, we have a beautiful new moon in Libra. And Libra, like I said, it's at 3:31 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. For others, it will hit on the 17th, like probably for you, Leslie, watching me down under. I believe your full moon or your new moon will hit October 17th. This is a Libra energy. So this is a double sun moon Libra because the sun signs in Libra, the moon is now in Libra. So this is a double Libra energy, and it's giving us twice the energy, and it's giving us the opportunity to bring new beginnings in both our personal and our business life. Some of us will also be dealing with legal or court issues as well. But anytime we're dealing with Libra new moons, this is all about harmony, diplomacy, helping to oppose some of the major conflicts along the way. And we are going to see major conflicts. The worst is not yet over with. Like I said, some governor in Michigan a couple of days ago, like 4 days ago, that's where I was going with this earlier. There was like a kidnapping plot to kidnap her. And luckily it didn't happen, but it was a group of, I don't know what the hell they are. They call themselves Proud Boys. So Proud Boys, racists? Okay, Proud Boys, like a white national racist affiliation, tried to kidnap her. It has really gotten out of hand. I mean, Democrat, Republican, these are polarities. You can't have one without the other, but it's to the point where it's not wise or safe to advertise your political beliefs. Me living here in Arizona, I live in a hotbed of hate. That's what I call this place, the hotbed of hate, because I've had to deal with a couple of people already bitching and moaning about me wearing a mask. I have an 83-year-old mother. I don't do it for me. I do it for her. It's almost a blessing I'm not concealed and carrying right now, because I think I would have shot someone already. I can't get a gun until I've lived here 6 months. So maybe that's a blessing. Anyway, back to beautiful, lovely Libra. Hopefully this Libra energy, both the sun and the moon, will create more harmony and balance within us and how we treat other people. But with Mercury being retrograde in Scorpio, our tone with one another, it might be a little caustic in some ways. Yeah, I didn't know it was happening until I got a text from a friend of mine going, I know you don't have cable, but you're never going to believe what happened. And she's telling me, I'm going, oh my God, that's insane. It's just insane. Yeah, we live in a crazy world, and America, the United States, is very entertaining for the rest of the world right now. I get it. We're a laughing stock. It's just the way it is. It will get better for the United States. I can guarantee you, once the new dragon energy shifts. And I made a big mistake. I said the new dragon's energy would shift in January of 2022. I was wrong. I have a million dates and birthdays running through my head. I am human. I can make a mistake. I believe that dragon energy shifts late November. I will go and double check on my software just to be precise. But that next dragon energy shifts sometime around November 21st of 2020. And it moves into a Taurus Scorpio tail. So the energy at hand will be going away from Sagittarius and Gemini and will now be hunting for Scorpio and Taurus. Now, I'm more worried about Scorpio than I am Taurus, because anytime you're dealing with the dragon's tail, you are dealing, the dragon is directly hunting for you. So this means all Scorpios need to be very, very, very careful. That doesn't mean that Tauruses don't either, but the dragon's head is shining on Taurus. So from November 21st of 2020 to well into 2022. I'll have to go look on the software. I don't know the quite exact date off the top of my head, but we have another year to go of this horrible energy, and it is going to directly affect the United States. It's directly affecting our president, and it will go away in another year or so, but until then, the United States is in for the long haul, and it's going to be some hard times. Like I said, though, when that energy shifts, it will get better for us as a country. Not as individuals, but as a nation, it will get much better. And the only other thing I wanted to add here, and I don't usually talk about these placements because I'm not a modern astrologer, but a friend of mine who is, he went on and on and on this morning about me making it a point to specify this. So to honor him. Hi, Rianne. How are you, hon? To honor him, I'm going to talk about it briefly. Yes, Leslie, I know you are a Taurus. So the dragon head is going to be writing on you in a very positive way. Knowing your lucky and unlucky days would benefit you with anything. Lottery, being at the right place at the right time for something. So, but a friend of mine had mentioned to me, and I'm not a modern astrologer, so I don't do a whole lot of conjunctions and trines and things like that. I do sometimes if I think they're very important. This one is very important. So with all this chaos that's going on, even though we're going to be going into a new moon, there is this beautiful Venus-Jupiter trine. And a trine is something that really just ebbs and flows. It's very positive energy. Things go your way and everything ebbs and it flows. This is going to happen on October 19th. And this is going to make most everybody lucky in the realm of finances and relationships and love. So if you're having, financial trouble, it should get better starting around the 19th when this beautiful trine hits. Venus is the goddess of love, but Venus is also Taurus's ruling planet and Libra's. So Venus is about diplomacy, but it's also about love and the arts and finances. And Jupiter is the Lord of luck. So it's also about money, abundance, being at the right place at the right time, your lucky day. So October 19th, I would definitely, if you like to gamble, play the lottery that day, or invest in something that you like to invest in. If you invest on this day, those investments, because you're also investing in a new moon, okay? The 19th is a few days after the new moon in Libra. So if you invest in something around this time, it may not make you money instantly, but that will make you money in the future. Those investments you do now, even though it's Mercury retrograde, you can still invest. Just be sensible and read the fine print before you do anything. But the possibility to win the lottery, hit the casinos, will be given to you. This is also an opportunity if you're looking for love. You could find a new love, being at the right place at the right time. Now, I actually looked at my lucky dragon days for this date, and I wish I could, but I can't do this. Or my gifts will be taken away from me. It's something I've always been taught. Knowledge is power, and sometimes it's also a curse. A couple of months ago, back in May, I'm going to tell you a little story before I get off here. A couple of months back in May, I was here in Arizona, checking out the house and doing a few things, and our hotel was right next door to an Indian casino. And I thought, I'm bored. I don't have anything to do. I don't want to sit in this hotel. I'll go to the casino. So you're welcome, Leslie. My pleasure, doll. I went to the casino. I probably dropped $20. Mind you, I was playing a penny machine. A penny machine. I played $20 and I hit it and I won $200. I know my stars and I know I'm never lucky in gambling. I very rarely gamble. Once in a blue moon, I'll play, a lottery ticket. But if I go to a casino, I give myself a limit. Okay, I'm going to lose $50. Can I live with losing 50? Okay. I never go over. But this one particular time, I only dropped 20 and I hit and I won $200. And I could have easily taken that $200 and gambled it all back. But I kept my money and I took my money and ran pretty much. I took it and I left. I realized I was $180 richer I was when I entered the casino, and I was satisfied with $200. $200 in my pocket paid my gas for back home and snacks and food. Then I went and I looked at the moon book. Sure enough, I won on a lucky dragon day. Now, being the astrologer and also the witch that I am, I know that I can't use the stars to my advantage in that way because I'm an astrophil, but you guys can. You guys out there can use the stars. If I tell you it's your lucky day and you can go gamble, you go gamble. I had to stop. I could have easily kept that 200 and kept going, and I know I would have won more and more and more and more, but doing that as an astrophil and knowing where my stars are is, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, this is how I feel, kind of disrespectful to the realm of the stars. I know these certain dates where I can use them to my advantage. Gambling isn't the way I should use that energy. So I stopped and I kind of sat there going, I need to get back to the hotel and see where my stars are because I never win. I have a feeling it's a Pisces moon and I'm gambling in one of my lucky days. And sure enough, I went back to the hotel, opened up my moon book, and I'm like, that's why I won, because I never win at gambling. So yeah, I could easily go on the 19th. It's my lucky dragon day, and go to the casinos and come home with buku bucks. It doesn't mean I don't play the lottery on a lucky dragon day, but even on a lucky dragon day, I never win the lottery. So I don't know if that was just a fluke. Maybe Jupiter was shining in a certain area of my chart. But like I said, I'm not a big gambler because I work really hard for my money and I don't like to lose my money. But some of you out there, especially if you have a lot of Venus energy, a lot of Jupiter energy in your chart, like a Jupiter in Sagittarius or a Jupiter in Taurus, these signs are going to be naturally lucky. Okay, so lucky you. But anyway, that's my little spiel about gambling and using the stars. And like I said, my clients can use the stars to their advantage to do this. This doesn't mean I don't use my stars to my advantage. I've gone car shopping on a lucky day and I've gotten everything I want. I bought this house on a lucky dragon day and I got everything I wanted. And I even talked the guy down an extra 11 grand on it. And my realtor goes, he's never going to go for that. And I go, you know what? Trust me, Josh, it's my lucky day. He goes, okay, if you say so. I'm driving back home, back to California. He calls me and goes, oh my God, he took the deal. So see what I'm saying about lucky days? They work out in your favor. So if you know your lucky and unlucky days, you really can use them to your advantage. So Venus, Jupiter trine October 19th. Please do something fun for yourself. Doesn't necessarily have to be gambling. Buying new shoes is an investment. You know, especially the kind of shoes I like. I think I have maybe $1,000 worth of, maybe $2,000 worth of shoes in my closet because I don't buy cheap shoes. So yeah, I have an addiction to shoes and tattoos. But that is your forecast for the next 10 days. I will get back on here around the 6th, right before the 16th, which is not that far away, in like 3 or 4 days. I decided to really work on the house today and relax, and I bought these cups. I want to share this with you. The dollar store, okay? I don't know if any of you like the movie Hocus Pocus. It's an old Disney movie with Bette Midler, Kathy Najimy, and oh my God, the girl from Sex and the City. Oh, I can't remember her name. Oh my God. What's her name? Well, I remember her name in Sex and the City. It was Carrie Bradshaw, but I can't remember her name in real life. Anyway, they had these cute little wine glasses on Hocus Pocus. I bought one last year, but I had to buy another one, so now I have two. And it just says on the back, if you look, there's a little cat, little black kitty, and it says, crush the bones and bend the back, give him fur black as black, just like this. Sarah Jessica Parker, thank you, Leslie. Oh my God, I could not remember her name. Anyway, I had to buy these, and yes, I am having a glass of wine because I have earned it today. I have worked my butt off. So I'm enjoying a nice glass of Pinot Noir in one of my nice new Hocus Pocus glasses. So anyway, all of you out there, thank you for tuning in and joining me, and have a wonderful, wherever you are in the world. For me, it's Sunday. I know for you, Leslie, it's Monday or maybe even Tuesday. And my phone keeps giving messages. So all of you out there, be safe this week. Like I said, Mercury retrograde, Platonic phases. It's going to be kind of crazy out there. Another thing I wanted to add before we close that I didn't add into it is watch yourself driving. Okay, Leslie, it's Monday. I don't know how many hours Australia is. I'm assuming it's like 23 hours ahead. Something like that. Maybe. I know Japan is 17 hours. I think. Anyway, one other thing I wanted to say is be careful when we're driving. Because with Mercury retrograde, Mercury rules transportation. Okay? And anything with wheels can get you in an accident. So there's more chain reaction accidents. There's more car accidents. More people lose their life driving on the road in this energy. My best advice is to drive on the defense instead of the offense. If you see someone, if you're turning left and you think you're going to be able to get the right of way and go, don't ever assume. Because the other guy is not aware of this energy and these stars. I'm informing you so you know. So just be careful when you're driving. This is where bus accidents happen. A lot of Amtrak accidents happen when Mercury has gone retrograde. So just be careful out there. Drive safe. And depends on the state. Okay. Right. Okay, because East West Coast. Perth is on the west, right? I'm sitting here having a visual map of Australia in my head. Anyway, please be safe out there wherever you are in the world, whether you're across the pond, here in the United States, down under, across in Asia somewhere. Just be safe. The stars affect all of us on this planet, not just here in California or Arizona, but everywhere. And one more thing, like I said, that the Platonic phase will take place the 16th through the 20th. For people living like in Australia, which is almost a day ahead, over a day ahead, you're going to want to look to the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th because of it. So just add an extra day or two if you live in a part of the world where you're almost 24 hours ahead of me. You know, that's hard sometimes, you know, time zones, you know, makes you crazy sometimes. Anyway, that is it for this Sunday. I hope everyone has a great day, great evening. I'll be back on here in a few days. Bye, you guys. Bye, Leslie. Talk soon. Ciao.